both at the same time, understanding and the man. Anyway, welcome to another episode of Crypto Updates, episode 2 today. Coming to you live from Uslan. It's gonna be a quick one because, because it's late and it's midweek and it's unannounced and all that jazz, and I'm just hoping to make a little bit more storm here on this channel, simply because I can. I tried to, yesterday... Oh, okay, there's sound. Alright, let's turn this down. I was debating on whether I should make this a recorded video, and I tried to do that yesterday, but I'm not that type of personality that can weasel my way through manufacturing consent, so to speak, by producing stuff that is very catered and pampered. I function a lot better the way I do right now, live, coming to you here from Uslan. If this is your first time to the channel, make sure to smash up the likes on the video, subscribe to the channel. This is the second video, brainchild of offshoot of the Live in Korea channel, which on which I do podcasts for the Korea podcast, airing every Monday at 10 p.m. So if you're keen on finding out what's happening in Korea, come back here on every Sunday and I update you on what's in Korea, in the crypto world. But today I have prepared a short little video about a platform named Chainflix. But before we get to that, let's have a look at at the world of crypto here right now. Things are looking pretty good. Let me see here. Things are looking pretty good right now. Bitcoin, it's finally a red day, man. It's been green day. It's been red for a very, very long time, and the first time in a while we see some green, which is nice to see. Bitcoin is up 1.4%, 7 days. In 7 days, 24 hours, only 0.2. ETH was up. It's retraced a little bit. Binance 0.8%, Solana 2.1%. Luna's been pushing. Cardano even pumped to 1.36. I'm not sure that's even accurate right now. I don't think. Let's have a quick look here on Trading View. See what Cardano. Where is it? I've got ADA Perpetual. Perpetual. On the daily. Yeah, ADA pumped a little bit. It's got some retracement here on the 1 hour chart. Yeah, it's been doing pretty good, but we are getting a little red dot over here, so we'll see what's going to happen in the future. Upcoming, what's with Bitcoin? Presently standing at $48,500. This is not a Bitcoin analysis, so just a quick look at the charts. It's holding on the 1 hour chart. It's holding above the 50 EMA. It's well above the 200 EMA, so that's good. That bodes well. Right. Okay. Good. Terra Luna's been pushing like crazy. It's a madhouse, man. Terra Luna's on a tear. Unbelievable. $96, $95. What a massive pump. Fantastic. All right, so what is Chainflix? We're on YouTube, and YouTube has been home for a lot of creators for a very long time, but with that, great responsibility comes sacrifice, I guess. The platform has become so saturated with content that it's really difficult for anybody, such as myself, small channel, to be actually competitive without having the time to mass produce content the way most channels happen to do, the successful ones do. And usually the biggest ones are the ones that have been producing content since the very beginning, from 2012, when YouTube actually came into existence, right? And that's not me. So Chainflix, I've been on Chainflix. Chainflix is a media sharing platform. It's a decentralized media sharing platform that runs right now on the Clayton blockchain. Initially it was developed on the Ethereum blockchain, but they migrated over to Clayton for a number of reasons, one of them being the fact that fees on Ethereum are so ridiculously high. Chainflix is a new platform, and so because users of Chainflix can earn tokens in 4 different ways. Since the value of the token is still quite low, having to pay transfer fees on Ethereum will just be counterproductive for the time being. So Clayton has a lot lower fees, but Clayton itself is still a new chain that was developed by Kakao, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Kakao. So both Chainflix and Clayton are still relatively new. Hence, you know, the rewards and setbacks and drawbacks of Clayton are still visible. But it's a work in progress. In any case, so what is Chainflix? Chainflix is a next generation YouTube powered by blockchain and AI. I don't know why it's necessary to call themselves, you know, YouTube. They should probably scratch YouTube and just say a content sharing platform. They've been around for I don't know, a year and a half or 2 years now. The founder apparently has invested $2 million in development for past 3 years. Just recently, they had advertisement in Times Square in New York, massive. I don't have the pictures right now, but they had massive advertisements in New York, Times Square. This is the team, Jung-Suk Oh, CEO and founder. I had some conversations with him. Actually, I think I tried to get some of the team on the channel. Maybe I can try to do that again, to get them to come on the channel and talk about the project and the platform. Business model, what's the business model? The goal was to take, so right now the platform is working on developing, on including, I think they're already doing it, including advertisement, and hopefully with time, there'll be some revenue share for content creators. 5 million users worldwide in 6 months, 100 million users worldwide in 2 years, 10% market share, that's the hope. Some numbers here, relevant. Ad revenue 250 million by 2022, that's the projected goal. I guess they managed to have some income of 200 million by 2021 through v-commerce. Competitive advantage, Chainflix is a decentralized service, and unlike Steemit, which Steemit has a low usability, Chainflix right now has reached a massive number of users. Actually, I don't even know what the number of users are right now, but it's I've noticed that since the time I started uploading my videos and have been being active on the platform, the number of users and creators has jumped up massively, as is the Telegram channel as well. You can see that on there as well. The platform architecture is different from the existing ones like YouTube. So basically the existing platform structure is you've got content creators. This should say not Chainflix CMC, but what is a content provider? Yes, what is it? Storage, something of that sort. And this decentralized storage. Basically, content providers, storage, I think. Content providers create content that gets stored into massive warehouses of, you know, of gigantic proportions, and then and the storage is central. It's centralized storage, versus the Chainflix platform structure is content providers, and Chainflix is a decentralized storage system. And this represents kind of the network that is created by every individual user. So it's a little bit different. I'll get into that in a second. There's probably going to be a better infographic here in a minute. At launch, these were the partners. So there was, I don't know, was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18 partners they had at launch. Right now there is more. They're adding new partners on an ongoing basis. So the project is definitely working, and you know, the projections are for the next 40 years. So 40% of the tokens, there's a total supply of 5 billion tokens, and 40% of the tokens have been designated to be spread out over the next 40 years, and are meant to be divided amongst the users, the community. And then the rest was divided, you know, 20% were given out to during the token sale. Then the funding team received 20%. Development fund, 10% of that was used for the development, frozen for 2 years. The funding team received 20%. That's frozen for 1 year. I don't know exactly when that's going to be unfrozen. There was a bounty program. Those are actually already expired because it's an older infographic here. Overview. What is Chainflix here? Chainflix is a revolutionary blockchain-based peer-to-peer video streaming platform that allows viewers, content creators, and enhancers to monetize their time, content, and efforts. Chainflix intends to solve the issues in the current video streaming industry through a revolutionary approach. Basically, if I had not said it in the beginning, Chainflix is a platform on which you can earn crypto, which in 4 different ways. Basically, if you're a content creator, let's just go over there here, because ecosystem. There you go. Rewards storage providers with CFX and so on. Okay, so if you're a content creator, you can be a content creator, a viewer, storage provider, content enhancer, and an advertiser. If you are a content creator, on Chainflix, has a different possible revenue source on the platform. When viewers watch the videos, creators can earn CFX. Creators can also earn from advertisements, v-commerce, and donations. The advertisement part hasn't kicked in yet, I don't think. Or maybe it has, I haven't noticed, to be honest. So basically, if you're a content creator, every time somebody watches your video, the CFX token is mined and it's distributed between the content creator and the viewer. Initially, in the past, it was, I think, over the beta stage, it was like 80% for the content creators and 20 for the viewers. Now it's, I think, 50-50. Content creators get 50%, viewers get 50%, and that is out of 100% what's mined. I think, I can't remember the exact number, so maybe 70% of that is divided between the content and the viewer, and the rest goes towards the storage providers. So if you're the second way of earning is if you're a viewer, just like you would watch videos on YouTube, you can go to Chainflix and basically earn CFX by watching videos, and the number of videos is rising daily. Like, yeah, I can markedly see the difference now from 2 or 3 months ago. The number of videos has jumped out drastically. In the past, there were mainly Korean videos. Right now, the platform has a lot more videos in several different languages. So that's good to see. And the third way of earning is by being a storage provider. So individuals or enterprises with spare storage space can contribute to Chainflix decentralized storage pool. When the storage is used for video streaming, the storage provider will receive rewards. The fourth one is being content enhancer, basically helping out content creators by contributing in ways like, I don't know, providing advice, or creating subtitles or things like that. And I guess for that, if you'd like to be a content enhancer, you'd have to contact the creators themselves, and creators would be the ones who decide on the remuneration, the payment structure. Or I guess the content enhancer would provide a sales pitch or whatever. And then the other way is advertisers can enjoy effective marketing campaigns provided by the Chainflix platform. Not only can advertisers directly interact with the content creators for effective outreach, but also enjoy the benefits of blockchain for transparent service. So those are the 5 ways. Well, it's really 4 ways. This is advertisers. That's a different story. You're not really making use of the revenue structure per se as an advertiser. Technology, how does it work? Okay, there you go. So the traditional structure and the way YouTube is structured is you've got content providers, content delivery network, and then centralized storage. That's what happens. So content providers upload their stuff to the network, and then that gets shoved into massive storage spaces. Whereas Chainflix is built on the content provider Chainflix CMC, which I don't know what the acronym stands for, to be honest, in decentralized storage. But essentially, if you are a storage provider, that's what the Chainflix network relies on. Storage providers who basically devote portions of their memories or their storage to storing Chainflix content. Dang, fresh out of water. And so that's important. Basically, that's what you can do. And which creates a massive chain. It allows, you know, it prevents things like last year YouTube crashed, I think, for 40 minutes and people were losing their minds. I think it happened during one of my podcasts as well, in the Korea podcast, and I was stuck, or it happened right before then. I was panicking, wasn't really sure what was happening. This doesn't happen with YouTube, not a lot, not very often, but it does happen. And the goal of Chainflix is to avoid such instances entirely, so that when so what happens is, the way it works, when you upload a video, the video is stored in you know, in I don't know how many spaces, but in a number of spaces, so that if one of those nodes breaks down, you know, your video will still be accessible to users by accessing, by rerouting them to a space, to a node that contains, you know, another copy of your video, so to speak. There you go. So yeah, so that's essentially how this thing works, more or less. When you go over to the platform is very intuitive. This is the main page. It kind of this is the smaller version of it, but as you can see, it moves very smoothly. I know Steemit, for example, and DTube, they had hiccups, and due to the fact that they're so the usability is so low, the user count is quite low, you know, it makes the platform a lot less smooth in its running. You got home, popular videos, there's settings, help center, announcements, and so forth, and so on and so forth. Oh, look at that. Why was Chainflix developed? There is some information here provided. However, the platform okay. So explains why Chainflix was boring ads, no more unfair profit sharing, enormous server costs. That's the old stuff. Chainflix does it differently. Join now, baby. You can use it. You can use Chainflix on both laptop and on mobile, very seamlessly running on mobile as well. Right here is earn Chainflix coins by providing storage, and if you go over there, whoopsies. All the information that you need, that is required. Right now, you can only do it 70 applications through on your desktop. And all the information on how to set up how to become a storage provider is outlined here. You need a Linux, Ubuntu, or Ubuntu, Linux Ubuntu minimum, and these are the minimums and recommended for storage, to become a storage provider. You have access to the storage manuals, both in Korean and English, and step-by-step downloading guide for Linux and all that stuff. So you can do all of that, become a storage provider. If you want to become a Flixer, a content creator, that they're called Flixers rather than content creators here, to generate extra revenue, you basically just fill out an application. And in order to become a Flixer, you would need to have some kind of social media presence. Since I had a YouTube channel and the platform was still in its infancy, essentially during beta stage, it took me a very quick, I don't know, couple of days turnaround for me to become a Flixer. So it was very quick, very efficient, and boom, I got a little star next to my name. Right now it might take a little longer, but if you are a larger YouTube channel, but still for some reason don't have the monetization, I suggest head over to Chainflix, and you'll be welcomed with open arms, and you can start earning right away. And so basically, when you go to sign up, if you are doing it for the first time, then you'd have to sign up with your email, basically go through the motions, and then you can log in with one of the 4 options. I usually choose Google because it's the simplest way. And once you enter, this is what the platform looks like. Right here at the top are your earnings. When you get in, there are two wallets essentially. This is the CFX balance, the CFX wallet. This is the CFX is the native token to the Chainflix platform. The CFXT is the Chainflix token, which is the same thing essentially, but this is the functional token that works on the Clayton blockchain. So basically, before, if you'd like to trade your tokens or resell or sell them on the open market, then you would have to transfer them over to CFXT or convert them to CFXT. Then you send them to an exchange like Bitmart, which is the only exchange right now that that offers a CFXT USDT pairs. I believe it's USDT, and you can do it there. You can also set up your own wallet, your personal wallet. Clay, so you can store Clayton. I don't think you can, yeah, before it was Ethereum, right now it's Clayton. So you can store Clayton, or you can store your CFXT over here. In the future, the team is hoping to expand. I think they will be expanding later and possibly doing some other things. But for the time being, this is it. When you go to your channel, this is what my channel looks like. Right now I've got 1,304 subscribers, and these are all my videos. You get your videos listed in alphabetical order, chronological order rather. Playlist you can set up. You've got a community in which you can communicate with your community. That's me and my babies, and information about your channel. Yeah, 61 videos uploaded, created playlists. I never bothered with the playlist yet. In total views 74,000. Just to make it clear, I've been on here since 2020, and I've garnered 1,300 subscribers and 74,000 views. I've been on 1,000. Oh man, I don't remember. 2017, 18 maybe. 2008. No, 2017, 2018, and I've got the exact same amount of content, of subscribers, and a much larger content base. I've put in a lot more time into creating content on YouTube, and the results are a lot slimmer, and definitely no monetization. So if you go to manage channel, you get the same view basically, but with, you know, larger and a larger scale. And the way it works here, let me show you. Just go over to, let's go home here and choose a random video, one that is 33 seconds. I think 33 seconds may just be enough to see monetization pop in. So if you notice here, the video starts, it's 33 seconds long. I've got, my reward is at 22 or 0.22 CFX. It usually takes about, I don't know, 30 seconds or so to see the mining in progress. The rewards change. And there you go. So that was an entire 21 seconds before the reward structure kicked in. And there's some other nifty features you can apply for storage right here, through here. Excuse me, my throat is dried up. You can do the same thing through here. And what else is here? Language, I guess you can change language setting. Right now it's set to either Korean or English. Settings, which you can change your channel name and all that stuff. Yeah, and that's that. So as you can see, it is a pretty nifty platform, and I highly recommend that you head over. If you're a content creator, you head over. And oh, one more thing I wanted to show you here. Right now, the trading pair is on what is it? Bitmart. CFXT. Where is it? CFXT. CFXT USDT. It's the right now the it's worth less than a penny. Yesterday it dumped since yesterday. Yesterday was a penny, was a cent. Started off a little bit higher. I think it was about 4 or 5 cents. Right now it dumped a lot more because, well, because it's a fresh project. But there you go. I think its all-time high was, yeah, 4 cents at the all-time high. Nice pump here, and then blah, 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 pump dump. So it's still a very new project. Basically, it doesn't cost you anything to get on the platform. There is no investment necessary. The only investment that you are required to do is time investment. Whether you're a content viewer, content consumer, or content creator, it requires time. But if you are a content creator and you're creating videos for YouTube, as a small content creator, you will see very, very few rewards unless you push yourself hard. You know, the progress will be very slow. If you have the time to do it on YouTube, then by all means, but even so, why not do it on both platforms and start seeing results on Chainflix ASAP, and then gradually get yourself worked up on YouTube. So there you go. I do it because it's a fun thing, man. I support the Chainflix platform. I've been doing it. I'm a moderator on the Telegram group, and I don't get paid for it. Absolutely none, no extras. Just doing it because I enjoy the platform. I believe in it. So yeah. Anywho, all right, well, that's it for today. Thank you for this episode. Thank you for stopping by. This is probably, if you're watching this video after recording, which you most likely are, and make sure to smash up the likes, subscribe to the channel. If this is something that interested you, if this information was helpful, then make sure to leave a comment in the section below, and come back for the next episode. Once I get settled in this channel, I'll be able to come up with a regular schedule for uploads, hopefully, and do them more frequently. Until then, stay cool. I'll see you later. Have a good night.